Hello again, and welcome back to Broforce Broview. Today we are going to be taking a look at the custom bro, Mission Impossibro, based off of Ethan Hunt. This bro is made by Alex Neergarter. Description to his video, which will contain the description to the link to download the bro, will be in the description below. So let's go ahead and dig in. So, first off, this character, Ethan Hunt, from the Mission Impossible series, has had a number of weapons. The one that they've decided to go with is the dart gun. I think it's just called a Tranquilizer gun, or maybe Tranks in the movies. It's been a little while since I've seen the Mission Impossible movies. But yeah, so he fires Tranks, a relatively fast and decent ranged handgun. We'll go into it a little bit more as we dig in. His melee attack is a plantable explosive. He's able to plant the explosive on, walls that he can punch, or people that he either punches or throws. His special is a mask. So, by putting on the mask, you can either time it out. I think it lasts for about 10 seconds. I haven't actually sat down to count it, and I don't plan on it. Another option you have, while you're wearing the mask, you can actually throw explosives. These can be stuck on things or people, or just thrown. Now, as you saw there, you can wait for the timer to run out to cause the explosives to just all explode. Or you can throw them all to pop the explosives, triggering it with a remote, which will instantly remove your mask. Or you can throw a couple of explosives and then just re-trigger your special to destroy whatever explosives currently exist. It's a really nice special. I do like an extended ability to mask. We have a similar mask-like ability with Double Bro 7, but as it's loaded up into a bunch of different powers, it's a lot less reasonable and reliable than this version. The only real thing I don't like about it is you can't use your dart gun while in it, so it's a little weird. Also, I'm going to go ahead and pop another one. You can still melee place your bombs and your special bombs while in your special mode, which actually does have a little bit of use in boss fights where you're able to kind of get in there, pop a couple of bombs on them, but then also place your bombs for additional damage. Anyway, that being said, there are a couple interesting things we'll talk about Impossibro in a moment. But one thing I'd like to point out is his sticking to walls animation. So, as you see, he doesn't slide. But also, when you shoot while sticking to walls, he actually shoots away from you. So even if you're holding, you kind of have to hold the button, but he shoots away, not toward. So if you're trying to dig, you can't get up on a wall to dig, you kind of have to bounce and then, yeah. But let's go ahead and dig in. With his Trank gun, he doesn't really do any significant damage to mechs. Obviously, commandeer. To walls, or dirt blocks such as this one, he is able to break them relatively quickly with his pistol. Which will allow him to dig and outdo mook doors like that. But this does bring us to his next thing. So, he is able to use a cord. Now, this is a little bit weird. So, let me just kind of get up here. We'll deal with the dogs real quick. So, it is a fast attacking thing, and it will kill dogs outright. But keep that in mind, we'll get to that later. You can, at any point, if there's a thing above you, which does include some enemies, you can just kind of attach. The problem is if you attach, you can go up as long as you hold up. So attaching is a double up command. And if you hold it, you can just go up. But while in it, you can just go down. But if you press up again, you jump out of it. So you kind of get this really weird, finicky command. Maybe putting that onto something else might help. I'm not sure how to fix that without kind of giving it its own button. Maybe something like it requires a double tap to get out of it, but then that would also make it harder to get out of it, you know, in a more general sense. That being said, I'm guessing if you use a different button for jump other than up, that probably also fixes the problem, so this is probably more just a I'm lazy issue. Anyway, it is interesting with the ladders like this, because you can just kind of bypass the ladder by attaching to it, and it's not faster, but different. It looks different. That's really the only real reason. Anyway, continuing on to bigger things, you'll notice with a lot of big things, this is a tranq gun, not a kill gun. So you'll actually end up tasing them. Now this does do some damage, and your tranq will actually pass through your target. So if you're in a group, you can kind of tranq them all. But you do kind of just end up having to walk up and bomb somebody. Again, here, he's dizzy, he's dizzy, he's dizzy, he's exploded. I should probably make this hole a little bigger. Alright, as we move on for the penetration test, as I stated, the tasers will go through people who are already tased. Or, I guess, the darts will go through people who are already stunned. So you can hit a relatively large group. And as you can see, they do some damage. It will eventually kill people, but that's not exactly a fast clear. In our special test, you're able to walk around. You are wearing a mask, so you are undetectable, even while you stack people up with explosives. And the explosives are relatively good explosives. As we move down, for speed, the main problem here is that they're just asleep. If I kind of give this a second, they get back up, and the second shot will kill them, but you have this like little weird, like, are they dead? I shot this guy, he's asleep, I can just move, I can run and get away, but should I kill him? Should I wait? Should I plant a bomb? Like, yeah, it's just not the best, but there definitely is a gameplay for it. He's really good against big guys, a lot less against small guys. Against shields, as you can tell, the darts don't penetrate the shields very well. However, standard throwing will, and as an explosive thrower, you know, one shield takes out the group. For fast groups, similar thing. This just kind of falls into the same, they're not dead, so if I can get away, I can just jump away. But if I can't, you might as well finish them off. We've demonstrated it a couple times now, so I'm actually going to do a different thing. So the melee, as you've seen, is planting a bomb. And I'm just going to kind of hang out here for a second. And as you can see, this is kind of how you can stealth the character. As you can see, they're not really noticing me. Well, he's aware of me now. But they don't really notice me. Until it's too late. That being said, as you can see, in kind of jumpy, bouncy areas like this, where you're kind of having to go up and around, he can be a little, not difficult so much as just a little irritating with his rope. For digging, as we've already shown, he's not super slow, but you do have that problem of he can't shoot backwards. So we have to kind of actually get on different walls to shoot forward. That being said, you can get on the rope if you want to shoot forward, assuming there is something in front or above you. When crouching, let's go ahead and... When crouching, he shoots straight ahead. Let's get where we're standing. When standing, as you can see, he shoots in the upper chunk, so when you get up close, like touching it effectively, you can shoot through the block above you, but otherwise the dart will fly through, or right under the block line. And then I'm going to go pick up a special. So his punching explosive can stick to walls and is a relatively decent, or does a relatively decent digging job, as you can see here. And his special explosives can stick to walls. It takes a little bit, but they can also stick to the ceiling, and those also dig relatively well. His ability to dig down by using his punch bomb can be... I mean, the ability to dig down is very useful. It just kind of takes a little bit of preparation. But that being said, this is a custom bro. I might not actually be using all of the tools that he has available, and I might be using something wrong. So if you think that I've missed something or I'm doing something wrong, feel free to leave a comment about it. And, well, have fun.